Welcome to hole number 1 of the President's Cup, played on the beautiful brand new Quail Hollow course. Now, starting off with an aggressive look here. I've got a navigator and a backbone. I'm playing like 1.5 bars of topspin and about 1 bar of left spin here. And, you know, I think this is a good place where you could play a katana. 3 bars of left spin would bring you further away from that bunker. But I just had a lot of fun playing this shot. And I'm like, you know what? We're going for it. This is a beautiful course. This is based on the PGA tournament course. So keep that in mind as we're playing through here. This is an absolute groundbreaking opportunity. Moment for the game. We got to get in the hole. Let's go. Hole number 2, our first par 4. I got a quasar here and an extra mile. So I'm setting it up basically just at the corner here. You can see that quite clearly. We're going for 4.5 top, 2 bars of left spin. If you've got an EM8 or whatever, just grip it and rip it. Go with everything you've got here. The idea being that you want to get it down nicely and close to the green. You could even play with the power 5 ball here. Like, I'm not against trying to overpower the circumstances, but I did find that if I play it here with just a reasonable cheap power 1 ball, it sets us up nicely for a second shot rough bump. And because of the fact that we're actually going to play with a little bit of topspin, I thought we should go and play with the Hornet. How exciting is that? 5% max here. Now, this is headwind, so I go with about a bar of topspin, and you can see that red ring just near the top because I don't have much of a ball guide, right? So it's a little bit difficult with a lower level club. However, if you've got a tailwind here, you're probably only going to need like 0.2 topspin. So just keep that in mind. We always have to just make those adjustments according to the tournament wind conditions. But I think this is going to be an all-around play that's accessible for a wide variety of players, and that's why I've included it. Here are the example, just about, baby. We'll see you on number 3. Hole number 3. This is one of the holes that everybody's going to complain about all week long. Speaking of long, it is long. I'm not 100% decided. Depends on your bag. You might want to go big topper. You might want to go extra mile. You definitely want to bring a power 5 ball here. You want a really long second club. It's not easy. This is a long hole. I'm really just playing for eagle here, okay? So keep that in mind. So as we're going to stretch it out, we're going to push it back to max. Max overpower. We want to hit perfect because it's going to help maximize the amount of distance we can get. A great ball, you will lose a few yards from your shot. It's not the end of the world, just something to be aware of. So like I said, we get it down here as far as we possibly can, and I'm bringing the big stick, the big dog, for the second shot because like I said, we want to get this one up and get it to the green. Now luckily, with a light tailwind here, we are able to clear that rough. Keep in mind though that in strong headwinds, I will be laying up to the end of this second fairway, trying to get as close to the end of the second fairway as possible so that I'll be playing a third shot into the green. It's not easy. It's going to affect everyone the same. So if you have, you know, the big boy, you know, power 5, topspin, boost ball, all that stuff, like this is the hole to bring it, okay? There's no judgment. You know, it's all fair in love and in golf clash. So keep that in mind. Do what you got to do. Big grip, big rip here. I was proud of myself for hitting 2 max overpower shots perfect in a row. And then I just had to adjust my topspin here because I was using overpower. I knew I wasn't going to clip the rough. One more here, we would have been just perfect. But keep it in mind, we're trying to get that eagle. Hole number 4, and this par 4, it's really about this drive. I find that using the quarterback here with a katana ball, max right, max top, it gives us the kind of curl that we need with a rookie bag. I have an extra mile 6 on this account, and it was just not enough to get around this corner. It doesn't have the curl. Max curl, and then I take a tiny bit off just because we have a strong left to right headwind. But basically any other wind, you're going to use, you know, max right curl. Now, I should have made a proper 10% max adjustment there. I did just eyeball it a little bit. I'd practiced this one many times. But finally, I think we really got that drive really where we want it. Because what it does is it leaves us in a nice long iron situation. If you have to kind of lay up an EM, then you're playing with a sniper. It lowers your chances even more. So from this position, I played about 2 bars of backspin. I actually think on retrospective thought here, we probably should play 2 back and 2 left and try to bounce a little bit more in the middle of the fairway. I think it's a bit more flat there, and we're likely to get a more consistent outcome from there. So, but nonetheless, this I think is a really great way to play this hole with the average rookie account. Yeah, quarterback 8, it's absolutely doable. It's a tough one. There's lots of long par 4s, which make it difficult to get those consistent eagles, but I believe in you, and I'll see you on number 5. Hole number 5, once again, I'm going for a pretty aggressive line here. I'm going for 5 bars of top spin and about 0.3 bars of left spin. And we're going for this rough bump. Now, once again, having a little bit lower level club, you don't quite get the full ball guide that you need. So I was leaving this one about 2 green squares short with this Goliath level 6, and that seems to be getting me into a very close position. 10% medium distance is what I've been working with on this shot, and it's just about there. There's certainly just a regular bounce up play here that you could go with as well if that's your jam. But for me, I think this is going to be the one. Just a little angle tweak there. We get that to go. Hole number 6. This is another one of those really long par 5s. Now, I'm playing a Titan here with an extra mile. And I end up giving this one, I think, 3 bars of top spin and 2 bars of left spin. If you've got a good supportive wind that's going exactly the opposite direction you see right now, then you probably want to use 4.5. The max left curl with this club. Be careful, depending on what you have. And we just want to launch this thing as long and far down the fairway as possible. Now, I was trying to conserve my Zerks here. You could certainly consider using a more powerful ball as well. With that in mind, it would give you a little bit better of a chance here. There's a skinny little rough bump. Like, I don't know. I'm looking at this mostly as, you know, as an eagle shot here. As you can see, we're right at max with the big dog. So I just go 2 back, 2 left spin. Just going to try to get this one to sit down on the green. With that kind of wind, I know I've got a couple rings of adjustment. So I just move it up. A little bit of, you know, and then we just go with the about a ball and a quarter of left curl here and a little bit of overpower into the wind. Just playing, again, like I said, to that eagle. Actually, you're going to see this comes in pretty decently. But again, we'll just have to see how this one plays in the tournament wind. Hole number 7. Now, this is one of those par 4s, I think, with good wind. We can get this one to the green or very, very close. Max top, max left with a Zerk and an extra mile. However, I chose to show you the headwind example here just to kind of take a look at like the worst case scenario. Max overpower, max left curl with this extra mile 6, which is like I'd say about 3/4 of a ball of left curl. And as you can see, this one rolls in very, very nicely, gives us great distance down the fairway. Ideally, you know, we get this a little bit further, and that would put us at least into a short iron range. But you can see we are just in that sort of mid backbone area. Now, I says 10% max here, but I'm actually playing more like 1-to-1. So it's going to be a little bit of a play. It kind of actually would have been like 1-to-1 minus about 0.2 or so here. 2 to 3 bars of backspin. Kind of just depends on how you like to play your long irons. But I wanted to show you the drive. That's really the big deal here. And as you can see, there's also a rough bump there. You know, if you wanted to pull out your Goliath and go for that. I'm just trying to find good lines, trying to play it in different ways to suit as many different people as possible. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on number 8. Hole number 8, this is our final par 3. And I've been working from this little position where the bunker and the rough meet, having the red ring touching the bunker and touching the rough. From there, I just adjusted the spins to aim them at the pin. 1.3 back and about 0.4 bars of left spin. And then the adjustment that I'm making here in this position is 15% minimum distance with the backbone. So no crazy 1-to-1 nonsense. Going for proper adjustments here. And, you know, spoiler alert, this one worked out pretty darn well. Guys, if you're getting value from this video, if you enjoy Golf Clash, and especially Golf Clash videos and live streams, please subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Looking forward to the tournament. Hole number 9, and we end the tournament on a par 5. That's a reasonable opportunity for a drop. Extra mile here, 4.5 top, 2 right. I got half that red ring in the right rough. And you'll see here after this 10% maximum distance adjustment, I'm going to apply half a ball of right curl here. And of course, if we had headwind here, we'd have to use a little bit of overpower. The idea is we have to get enough distance, but not too much distance. Too much and those big trees come into play and you're behind the trees, and too little and then you can't reach and you have to use like a big dog. But if you just find that sweet spot somewhere past 354, you can reach here with a max distance sniper, and even a sniper 8, so a 10 has more power as well. Top of that red ring, very close to the top of the rough, working with 3.5 bars of backspin here. And I think this is going to be a really exciting hole to finish the tournament on. I really hope that we get wind that we can work with. I'd love nothing more than getting that albatross in the final shot, the last hole. It just makes for such an exciting thing. So speaking of exciting, I think it's super duper amazing that EA, Playdemic, and the Professional Golf Association have come together in this new way to give us a professional course. I'm looking forward to what doors that's going to unlock, because we know there's going to be more. I want to see Augusta. I want to play Pebble Beach. Get the hole, not quite, but we'll drop it in the tourney. Good luck, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.